morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, because I know on some people here it's middle of the night. And welcome to another of our multilingual episode and multicultural and very global, where we talk about this business. And today we'll talk about time and money, because time is money, right? But before we go and talk about time and money, I want to say happy Sunday Easter for those who maybe celebrate Sunday. It's a long weekend here in Canada, so I hope everyone had a bit of time off to enjoy. And if not, I hope you enjoy the spring, or depends on which part of the world you are. I haven't been here for the past 2 weekends, I guess, because I was on some beach somewhere. But now back to business, because time is money. And before we go into the team today, let's do a quick intro for everyone here, because we have a full house ahead again. And I'll start. I'm Dana. I'm coming live to you from Ontario, Canada, but I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români, și dacă sunteți aici pe pagina în engleză, vă invit să veniți și mâine seara la cea în română, în care voi vorbi despre această afacere din nou. So yeah, that was for my Romanian people. Originally from Romania, but I've been living here in Canada for over 20 years. Actually, yesterday we celebrated 22 years since we immigrated to Canada. So yeah, we had a small family celebration. I'm still working for Town. I'm a director of project management. I work in IT as a profession, but I also have this amazing digital business that I've been doing for 2 years now. And same as everyone here, we are here today and every weekend to share with everyone who's interested and want a change in their life. We are here to share you how this business changed our lives and how we know it can change yours. So stay tuned. And Sita, good afternoon. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Dana. It's always a pleasure to be on this platform with these lovely ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nun as well. I am originally from Zimbabwe, but I live in the UK with my family. I am a nurse by profession and also a proud digital business owner. Hello linjani lapha elingabe likhona elisibukele khona, mina ngusithabile ngivela eZimbabwe koBulawayo to be precise. Ngingunesi, ngihlala lapha e-UK labantu bami labazukulu bami, and also ngi-proud digital business owner. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Kim, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone who's watching us live or the replay. I start to miss those goals live because we are missing 2 weeks, right? So now we are back on routine. So for whoever doesn't know me, my name is Kim and I'm originally from Vietnam, but currently living in Canada for over 40 years now. I'm an IT professional, but on the side, I'm doing this business as a side hustle as well. So hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cũng cùng với chồng và con cũng hơn 40 năm rồi. Và công việc chính của mình là đang làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh số cho bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. And going all the way to Australia, Sharon, welcome. I know it's your first time joining us, and I know it's really late for you, so we appreciate staying past midnight to join us. So welcome.
Thank you, Dana. It's a pleasure. Hi, everybody. My name is Sharon, originally from Zimbabwe. And as Dana has said, I'm in Australia, Melbourne. And my language is Shona. I have a Zimbabwean person also here, but they are on the other side of the city. But my language is Shona. So Magadi vanu muri Zimbabwe. And Dirimai vanevana too. I've got 2 kids, and I'm also a digital business owner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. And another new face for today. Ahudia, good morning, good evening, good to see you.
Hiya, good morning, good evening, all depending wherever you're watching me from. My name is Ahudia. You can call me Dear Kenneth. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a mom and also I'm a wife. I'm happy to be a business owner. At the same time, I still work as a healthcare assistant. Audience watching us, I just want you to listen and get a very nice topic we have for you today. And you're going to learn one thing that can change your life. I still remain your friend, dear Kenneth. So back to you, Dinah.
Thank you, Rita. And going now to Spain. Rita, good afternoon. Good to see you again.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's a pleasure being here. It's always, I don't know, I feel so happy joining you live every time I am able to come. So thank you very much for having me. And to all my beautiful business partners, I say hello, happy New Year, happy Easter to everybody watching us. I want to say, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. De donde nos estén viendo. Me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana, pues estamos aquí para ofreceros una gran oportunidad para poder conseguir una financiación, una situación financiera que vosotros nos vayáis, que traemos una gran sorpresa. Obaba bowe obota ke nuwariri ajamye no piaye nekere mavere diane o mame ke na khamwa wege wa setting kwigo no digba we internet wa pa ke nuwariri aje maware diane mawari a surprise iluwa wa pa mavere diane kakabona. Okay, back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. And through the power of the internet, coming back to Ontario, Canada. Grace, good morning.
Good morning, Jana. Good morning to all the people here and whoever is watching us from wherever. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you so much, Jana, for bringing this platform for us every week. I really appreciate that. And I'm originally from India and living in Canada right now for almost, I think, 22, 23 years with my family, and I'm an online business owner right now, full time. And I started this business like almost 5 years ago, but right now I'm a full time business owner. And in my language, it goes like this: Namaste, सभी को मेरा प्यार भरा नमस्ते. मैं कनाडा में हूँ 20-22 साल से. अभी ऑनलाइन बिजनेस ओनर हूँ. पूरे समय से यही काम करती हूँ. अभी रिसेंटली ही बनी हूँ और मैंने 5 साल पहले बिजनेस शुरू किया था. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू डैना. बैक टू यू.
Thank you, Grace. And last but not least, going all the way to South Africa, John, good evening. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Good evening and greetings to everyone who is watching us at this time, whether in the morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is John. I'm originally from Ghana, but residing in Pretoria, South Africa, as a tinter, color maker, and technical analyst in the paint industry, and also a proud digital business owner. And I want to take this opportunity to wish all our Christians happy Easter and also the rest happy holidays. Me nuanom Ghanafoɔ medin de John a mewɔ Pretoria, South Africa. Enyumre yɛbɛhyia mo ne animu edi nkitaho. Ɛyɛ mmerɛ sonko a ɛwɔ wiase a nnipa nyinaa adwendwen wɔn abrabɔ na wɔhwɛ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ na wɔn atumi improve wɔn abrabɔ. Nti sɛ wohwɛ yɛn a na ɛyɛ universe no na apreke o sɛ mmerɛ so sɛ wobɛtumi atesa wɔn abrabɔ na ɔnso watumi ayɛ what you intend doing. Nti sɛ wohwɛ yɛn a ɛsɛ sɛ bɔmmɔden na ma yɛn aso na ma yɛn mmerɛ kakra yɛntu kwan yɛwie a wobɛka sɛ ampa nneɛma ɛsesa wɔ wiase na ɛkɔ yie na ɔnso watumi aboa nnipa bebree ma ɔmatumi ayɛ nea yɛyɛ. Ɛda ho ase. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, John, and thank you everyone again for being here and taking some time from the day. And for those of you watching, regardless if you get us live or the recording, please put in the comments where you are watching for us from. As you can see, we are a global community. We are coming from all parts of the world, and I'm sure we are reaching you on a very different parts of the world. So I'd love to know where you are from, listening to us. And before we go into talking about the theme today, and time is money is the theme, I want for those people who maybe watch us for the first time, or even if you've seen us before, but you are still not sure what this is, online business is about, to do a very quick summary. What we do, what this business is about, all of us here, we use the same business model. And what we do, we help people launch their own online business using the same proven system that we are using, which is designed to work for anyone. You can see here, we are from different locations, different age, different skill set, and we are all able to do this business successfully. Why is that? It's because it's like, think of it like an online franchise. It gives you everything you need. It gives you the structure, the system, it gives you the training, the tools, and most importantly, the support, while you still maintain the full control. Is your own business. You register, depend on which country you live. You get to pay your taxes because it's tax season. Actually, I finished my taxes before going on vacation, so now I'm waiting to get some money back from the CRA. But yes, the platform combines everything you need: the automation, the very advanced marketing training, access to some high quality products to simplify all the process. Although you don't have to deal with any selling or inventory. You'll hear us mentioning products, but we are not here to talk about any products, because the main product, if you want, is the business model. This is the one who is so well done, and it has everything that you need, that this is what we are sharing with you. This is what we are promoting, if you want, right? And as long as you have a phone and an internet connection, your business is running. You don't need to have anything else. So you can run your business from wherever you are, which part of the world. You can run it while you are on vacation, or, playing with the kids in the park. And I want to mention that the business, the system in itself, it's amazing, right? The tools and the automation. But the most important part is the support and the community that you get. We are over 250,000 people that are using this business model, and it's not new. The business has been around for over 10 years, and it's very successful. We have hundreds of people joining every week. And the reason is because they see the power on this business. And I think the power is still the community. The fact that when you join, right, it's your own small business, but you get your own mentor, you get your own coach who can help you with strategies, with, how much time and money invest in this business, and how you can get it started. Because the training is fantastic. You can take it at your own speed, but still you want to talk with someone. You want to, maybe have someone answer your questions, and you'll have your mentor, you'll have your coach. But as you can see here, you have some other people who've been there where you are right now, maybe when you start, and can help you at any hour of the day, because somewhere it may be 6 a.m. or true for you it's midnight or 6 p.m., right? So we are all real people. Most of us, if none of us here, had any business background, right? Very different backgrounds, and we are still able to do this business because it gives you everything that you need. You just need to bring an open mind and the willingness to change your life, and the willingness to really, put the effort to make a change into your life. And that's about the business. Now, time is money, right? We all know about this phrase hundreds of times. But let me ask you something. If time is money, then why so many people are constantly running out of both, right? We all have limited time, and somehow we are stuck in this model where the only way to earn is to work more, right? So more hours, more effort, more exhaustion, and we keep trading that limited time for money, and we expect to have more money. How can you have more money if you trade the limited time for money? Well, today we want to talk about this shift, or how to stop trading time for money. And there are ways, right? There are different ways how you can build an income that's not really tied with the limited time, because everyone has only 24 hours a day. So Sita, let's start with you, and maybe share with us, when did you realize that this trading time for money isn't really sustainable and you wanted a change?
Thank you so much, Dana. It's quite an interesting question. It wasn't one big moment. It was the quiet truth I couldn't ignore anymore. It was the long shifts, being an absent parent, missing moments, missing special time with my children. Sometimes they've got a play in school. I couldn't attend that because I was always at work, feeling tired of being tired. The list is endless and still feeling like I was just getting by and not achieving anything. It was watching the time pass and knowing I was giving so much, building other people's empire or building someone's wealth when I wasn't really building anything for myself. And years passed, time passed, and realized that I haven't made anything. Like if I look at now, for instance, I've been in this country for more than a decade, but I haven't got anything in my bank account to show for. But I've been working almost 24/7. And I realized that the time is going and I'm getting older and there is nothing to sustain me. And then I realized that something has to change. Not looking for more hours or looking for working 24/7. That couldn't work for me because that's what I used to do when I used to work. So I realized that this will not work because I am slowing down and I'm getting to that age that I need to retire, and still I have nothing. And when we work, we always think that when we retire, something will be piled up for you at the end of the time. And I've realized that a lot of people who are nurses like me, they keep coming back. And that raised a question or an alarm to me. Why are they keep coming back? So I just requested a reflection of my pension, how much I will get when I retire. When I saw that, I got a shock of my life. That's when I realized that this is the reason why nurses keep coming back at an old age to start all over again. So I hope on this online space that has given me hope and changed my life as a whole. Now I no longer feeling stressed out and working 24/7 as I used to. And I'm now have even more time with my family and my children, and I'm not missing any moments. So this is why I realized that being a nurse continuously is not going to get me anyway. That's why I changed and realized that something has to be online. Online businesses are never ending because technology changes every day and it has come to stay. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. Oh yes, it's always takes you by surprise, right? When you work hard and you hope that you'll be able to retire, you dream of that retire, and then reality kicks in and you realize that, yeah, you cannot retire. Not only earlier, even at the time when you have to retire, it's not enough to sustain that. If you're lucky enough to work for a place that has a pension, if you are like me who works for a private company, it's up to me to save money for my pension. I don't have any pension from anyone. So that's even, you have to always think of, hey, when I retire, how much money do I put there? So that's where trading time, which is very limited, and then we want to spend it with the loved ones, not with working really hard for a future one, who knows, right? It's not guaranteed. That's why it's so important to find a way to be able to earn while it's not, you don't have to be present there all the time. And with the technology, with the digital systems, with automation, it's possible. It's possible not only to have a business, but a scalable one who can maybe even replace, no matter how big your income. Why not, like Grace here, be able to do only the business and even leave the jobs. And that's what we are all know it's possible. And that's what we are all here working towards that. Kim, share with us how, once you start your business, how did your perspective of work change when you realized that, you can do, you don't need to trade time for money anymore?
Sure. Thanks, Dana, for the question. Well, my whole perspective on work have completely shifted after I start my own online digital business. Before it work just felt like something that I had to do. no other choice because we all have bills to pay, right? I work long hours, constant pressure, trading my time for a paycheck, and always feeling like I'm just trying to keep it up with life. But now, since I'm a digital business owner, work felt more like something that I choose to do, right? Something that really aligned with my goals and purpose. And I'm not just working for money anymore. I'm more working for my freedom, for time for my family, for my health, and for the future that I actually control over. So I realized that, working harder doesn't always mean like, getting ahead, right? Working smarter and building something of your own makes a huge difference. So I can just create income without being tied to a fixed schedule, my 9 to 5 job, and that changed everything for me, mentally, emotionally. It's not always like easy. There's up and down in the business world, but it's still meaningful, and that's something that I really never felt it before. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Yes. Options, flexibility, right? Definitely that's why I started this business and many of us, right? Because you want to build something that could grow, but even when we are not working and we have some more time for family. And that's the shift, right? Once you start your own business, you realize that it's not doesn't mean working harder. It means working smarter. It means being strategic and using the time that you have to build something that you can control, and also something that builds your future and without you having to be present there. And again, with the technology advancement this day, it's possible for anyone. You don't have to work in IT, you don't have to have a business degree. Anyone can earn online these days. We do everything online. We pay bills, we book vacations, we pay our taxes, we do everything. Why will not earn online? So that's what means, making those strategic, and it's a mindset shift. And for some of us who are not that young anymore, it's maybe a bit harder to make that change. And it's like, oh, now suddenly I can make money online. It feels almost like, it's not real, it's not serious. No, it's a serious business, it's a real business. It doesn't, you don't become millionaire overnight, but you can earn your income online through an online business. So, Sharon, what does it mean for you, leveraged income? Can you share with us and for people watching in simple terms, what does leveraged income means?
Thanks, Dana. Leverage income for me, I just believe it means earning in a way that isn't tied to every hour I work. So in the past, I used to work multiple jobs, two, three jobs, and if I worked, I got paid. If I didn't, nothing came in. So everything depended on me being there all the time. So the way I started to understand it was actually thinking about how people buy a house, for instance. Most people don't have all the money, upfront. So they use something that helps them to access more than what they've got right now, like through the mortgage system. And that's kind of like how I see it with income too. So instead of everything relying on me, I just started using simple things, like in this business, simple things like systems and automation, with which others have already mentioned, that can just do part of the work, and sometimes the heavy lifting really for me in the background. So if I step away, everything doesn't stop because I've stepped away, and that gives me more flexibility, like being there for my children, when they need me, or just taking care of myself, and things don't pause just because I've paused. So really, leveraged income, it just means my income is not fully dependent or reliant on me being there every second. So that's what I can put it to right now. Dana, thanks. I'll give this back to you.
Thank you, Sharon. Very well said, right? We want to leverage income is you you leverage some other, you use some other tools, some technologies, you use something that can do the work for you, and you are not, tied to, as you said, right? If I work an hour, I get paid an hour. If I don't work for a week, I don't get any income. And who else can talk about that than healthcare people who are, working hard, working crazy shifts and times, and still, if you cannot go to a shift, good luck, you are not getting any money, right? So it's a wake-up call when you realize that there are ways that you can do it. But I think many people are still struggling, or still feeling they are still stuck on that. I need more money, so I need a second job, or I need to work more, I need to work more hours, I need to get extra shifts because when I need more money. So Ahudia, if you're like, okay, you are with us. I feel like frozen for a second. Why do you think so many people stay stuck in that, I need more money, so I need to work more mindset?
Yeah, thank you, Diane, for this question and for this opportunity you gave me. Many people are being stuck because of their mindset, what have been cultivated in their hearts. They believe that, not that they are lazy, they are not, but the spirit of more hours is more money and also more security. And of a truth to them, it sounds logically and they believe it's responsible for that. But with time, such belief led them to realize that it becomes a trap to them. The truth is that many people stay in stock in the circle because it is safe for them. They don't want to lose their job. They feel that the job they are doing is too familiar to them. They never been exposed to alternative or ways of earning. So they are afraid of, how can I lose my job? I think I'm okay with this. But right within them, they're even being exhausted and they're even tired. But the issue of stressing themselves, making another means is what they find very hard, because that spirit of working so much, working more time is the only way to earn it. They believe in it and they still get themselves stuck, and they don't want to get themselves relief from that. They never know that the case, the reverse is the case now. The method has been shifted, that wealth is not just about building, it's not about how effort or how struggle you are. It's about leveraging. It's about courage and think differently. So working hard can increase income, but I want them to know that working smarter is what creates freedom. So what are we talking about? Freedom is the only best way that you can achieve what you want to get so easily. And that is where we are talking about this online business. So the question is, how many hours can I work? Or how can I make time work for me? And I believe in the aspect of how can I make time work for me. And that is the new area we are. Not working too much from 12 to 12, giving yourself without any freedom, without any time. So because your time is life and you deserve more than just trading for a paycheck. So what am I trying to tell our audience watching us now? Leverage the new era of earning. Work different. Working smarter is what creates freedom, not working hard. The idea of working every day, working more shifts for security and for what, had been something that is, I can call it an archaic situation. It won't give you the freedom and chance you want and the time to have for your family. But changing your mindset to leverage on this era of working smarter, which you are discussing on this online business, is the best way out. Thank you. Back to you, Diane.
Thank you, Hudia. So well said, right? I like how you said, right? You get stuck on that trap and you feel like you are in the comfort zone. You keep doing something you've been doing for a while. So, hey, I'll work some more hours. And then you get a little bit more money. But then you sacrifice the time with family, you sacrifice your health, you sacrifice your physical and mental health, right? So it's not easy to get that out of this cycle. We all know that. If it would be easy, everyone will have a business immediately in the moment they hear about a business, right? We know it's not easy, so that's why we are here to share with you how we understand, we've been there, and we still made the step, and it's actually life. And how it says, the grass is greener on the other side, surprising or not. You can see it now, when you look back, how we are stuck on that and inventing some excuses just to get out of that, circle. So Rita, as someone who's a busy mom, working crazy, share with us, how can busy women start building some income without adding that overwhelm and more hours?
Thank you so much, Miss Dana. This is just always a beautiful question that you bring to us on your live stream. Well, first and foremost, you need to check which business you are into for you to avoid being overwhelmed again. But that is why we are always here every time talking about our online business. Our online business is built with a system called automation. So that automation helps you to release all the stress. It helps you to release all the overwork load. You don't have to be chasing people. You don't have to be asking people all the time about how they want to start their own business. The automation already does that. And through that automation, that is when our people that come to your website, put in their details, they get those emails every day by day to remind them of their commitment to the business. So in this case, you don't have to be overwhelmed at all. The automation is doing everything for you. You don't have to be thinking, I need to work harder in this business. No, you are not working harder. Our system has removed that working harder word. It has removed it from it. You just have to be doing your normal life, just like me, just like our host said, as a busy mom, I'm a busy mom. And the business is running behind what I'm doing. Even I go to work I'm a full-time telephone banking agent, and my business is still running. You see, I don't have to even worry about how my business is going because my automation is already working the load. So don't worry if you are thinking, how is this going to be possible? How can I do this? You don't have to think about that. You have to think of what my other business partner just said. Feeling stuck will not give you any freedom. You have to think of the freedom that our system is offering you. You have to think of how you can gain that lifestyle, that dream that you have been thinking about, how I can be spending quality time with my family and I'll still be earning online. And that is what we are presenting to you. Overwhelming is not part of our system. What we do is take away that overwhelming and bring freedom into your life. It just has to come. We are not going to bite you. You are going to enjoy joining us and you will never regret it. So thank you very much, Ms. Dana. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, that's what working smarter means, right? To take away that overwhelm and to find ways to, use this time that we have to build something of our own. And we are here to present you these systems. There are a lot of ways to do it online. But what we strongly believe in this one is because it has everything that you need for total beginners, for busy moms, for busy people, and you'll do it with no risk. You don't have to leave your job. You can see we are still have our jobs, right? You don't have to take big risk. You don't have to have big investments into it, right? It's a serious business. It builds over time, but it starts with no risk. You need to get outside of your comfort zone. Yes, that's the risk you need to take. That's the first step, and that's what we are here to encourage you and to share with you, that small step of trying to understand what this business is about. Be curious and try to learn more. We have free info session where it will explain more to you. So it doesn't cost you anything to understand what this is about, but you can gain a lot out of this one. And it's just a way to work smarter using the technology, using the automation, using all the tools that are available for you, even if you don't have any experience before. And great, let's share, if you want to share with us, the difference between being busy and being productive in your experience. Because I feel like a lot of us feel like, oh, I'm busy all the time, so that means I'm also productive. And I don't think it's true, right? So talk a bit with us about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you for asking me this question. Yeah, you're very right. Like being busy, I think it's only like filling up the time, right? But when you're actually productive, you're utilizing the time. So at the end of the day, if you are working really hard, doing like 10 times posting, fancy reels, and all that. This is all just being busy. It's not giving you the result. But if you utilize the same time in being productive, like you're learning something, or you're following up with your leads, or you're answering their questions, their doubts, or and if you're learning something new that can help you in making your business better, that can help you, and you also apply those things that you learn. So that's the proper utilization of the work. And I see in my community there are a lot of, like, we hear their success stories, and I've seen like people who have like young kids and all that, and when the kids are gone to school, and they're gone to work, and when they come in the evening when the kids are sleeping, they still do work on their business. So at that time they are not just filling up the time, they are actually doing some productive work. They are actually taking those actions that would bring their business up, that would bring their more leads, more people to their business. So I think it's just I think some of us already said that here, like working smarter, not harder. So, because when you are only working harder at the end of the day, and if you're doing that every day, at the end, like one day, maybe you think, oh, yeah, I did so much. I worked hard on my business, so good. But when you keep continuing doing that, and then you would realize that, oh, I'm working hard, but is it giving me anything? Is it giving me more people? Is it giving me, more success in my business? Then you realize no. And then you realize, okay, then I have to choose only the productive actions that I can take in that limited time, whatever I have. So that's what I would say. The difference between these two is that how you utilize your time. If you're just filling it up, or if you're utilizing it to grow your business. So that's what I would say. So take productive actions, and that's what my goal is for this year. Because up until then, like, I know, like I was doing everything, but I was doing something extra, like making fancy reels and this and that. So I'm trying to put a break on that, and instead of that, I'm trying to make the reels that actually talks about the business, that actually answers the questions of the leads that might have. So I think that's the difference between these two. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Grace. Yes, time. It's our most valuable asset, right? We all have only 24 hours, and once it's gone, it's gone. We don't get it back. So the goal is definitely not to fill every hour with more work, right? The goal is to have options and to actually get more life into those 24 hours, life that we enjoy, right? We want more presence with family, more options, more flexibility, right? So, and we don't want to quit everything overnight. We want to start something that can leverage whatever it is out there to slowly give us some of that time back. And as you said, that's being productive. And even after you start the business, it will not like suddenly immediately you'll figure out all. We still learn here, no matter if you started yesterday or 3 years ago or 5 years ago, we are still learning every day. But I think what's really important is once you start this business, you are surrounded with people that are in this mindset of growing and learning new things and supporting each other. It's so much easier then to see the new path, to see things that maybe you want to change, to see opportunities to get more time. Because it will not happen overnight. Just because you start a business, suddenly you get 3 more hours. No, at the beginning, actually, you may lose some of those hours because you need to figure out how the system is working. Although it has all the system and support and automation, it's still you that you need to figure out. So that's the part that we are here to show, to tell you that we'll be there to support you and to encourage you. And you'll have a community that's there, a whole support system that will show you the way. You just need to take the step back, like a small kid, right? You'll have people holding your hand. You just still need to take the action, to take the small step. So, John, let's close with, for those people who are watching us and feel like, yeah, sounds good, but I don't have the time to start. What would you say to those people?
Thank you very much. And I want to apologize to my audience. My internet had a problem, but I'm here. And that shows that we are real people. To answer this question, I think many of you have said a lot of things and you've almost answered this question. But in a way, what I would like to say is that as humans, our brains have been built in such a way that whenever we want to do something new, it tells us that, hey, don't make the move to protect us. And we are in a world where people are a bit scared of the internet place because of the experiences they've had. But for me, I told someone who's close to me that we're going live today, and he said, "Are you serious? It's Easter Sunday." And I said, "That's how passionate we are about this business." And even many people couldn't get on. We are the few fortunate one who has gotten on because we are excited about this business. We want to share the good news. And yesterday I was thinking of something. I haven't been to Johannesburg here in a while. I visited there, and some of the people I've knew, I heard they've passed on here and there. And I thought, how come this person was so healthy and all that? And I realized that when the lockdown came, these people have been hustling. They were doing one thing after the other. Every day they know that they're getting money. But when the lockdown came and things were shut down for some time, the stress and the strain and the fear has made their health to deteriorate, and some of them have passed on. And we've been listening also to the news of this Strait of Hormuz that has been closed, which carries only 5% of our fuel, but the whole world is struggling. I've learned that even Pakistan, their fuel has been increased by 40-something%. That's petrol and diesel, 50-something%, and people are scared. Things are changing, and the online revolution might be our only solution, and the new oil is online. So it's no brainer telling yourself that you don't have any time, because with our business, I believe it is the safest out there. For me, when I was beginning, I didn't know that when you pay the 149, it's refundable within 30 days. But this 149, which is very little money, is refundable for you to see what is going on. That this business real or not? We have people who sometimes they say they are promoting one thing or the other. They will bombard you with emails and messages every time. When you tell them, "No, I'm not interested," they keep doing that. But there are people who follow us on our pages for years. I don't think any of us has reached out to anybody. We just educate, motivate, and entertain people just to give them the information out there. So if you've been watching us for days, for weeks, for years, I want you to know that this is real, and this is something that is changing lives out there. And for you to change your life, this is the only way. And I want to end with this. I was online and my internet got cut out. Let's say you were running a brick and mortar business, you were taking stock to your shop, and your car broke down. Your customers are waiting. There's no way they are going to get it. But here we have a business that have systems set in place 24 hours that should anything happens to you, whether you are in hospital, whether you are in church, whether you are sleeping, this business is working, and working for those who are really serious and who are looking for something like this. So it is a real business, it's doable business. Don't let fear cripple you and say, "No, I don't have time." Because the time is coming when that strength you have to do 2-3 jobs will not be there. But this business will be there to take care of you like a wonderful child that you've raised with love, to help you to enjoy your golden years and even pass on to next generation. So it is an important and very lovely business that we are all passionate about, and we will be doing it for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John, and thank you, everyone. So for all of you listening to us, if you are still around, we've been talking now for, I don't know, almost 45 minutes. So it's not by accident that you are here. And if something in this conversation made you pause, made you think, made you realize that there is another way, don't ignore that, right? That's awareness. It's amazing. Awareness is that first step to making a change. And if you are curious, if you want to understand really how this works, how we started, how you can start to reach out to us, ask any questions, start that conversation. We have a free info session that will give you much more information. You'll see more people than the 6-7 of us here doing this business, because the sooner you stop trading all your time, the sooner you'll start building a life that will actually, help you and you can enjoy it. And you will not need a vacation from your life because you'll love your life. So with that, Thank you, everyone, for being here, for sharing. And I hope to see everyone healthy and happy next weekend. Until then, have a good rest of the week and stay tuned. Bye.